Hi there and welcome. My name is Paminas Wainaina. I work here at Corporate Staffing Services. And today I'm excited because I want you to meet one of our experienced trainers. And actually not just a trainer, she's also the one who heads the training department. And she'll be sharing with us her expertise on this very important course, which is events management and planning. So I'm delighted to introduce Silvia Mwangi. And without further ado, tell us about yourself, your background, and what you know about events management.
Thank you, Paminas. I'm happy to be here. So my name is Silvia Jambi, and I have a lot of experience in many areas, but one key area is events management and planning, client service, as well as recruitment. Yeah. Currently, I'm heading the training department here at Corporate Staffing Services. So you can see definitely how events management and planning comes into play. One of the areas I'm really passionate about. Yes.
Okay. Tell us about your experience, more details about the events. Yeah.
So for me, events began at a very young age, believe it or not. But I think I was about 20 years or 19 thereabout when I did the very first wedding and organized an entire wedding from beginning to the end. I didn't really know I have the skill until family members pointed out, and they thought that I did a fantastic job. And I realized that I like to put things together. One of the things I'm very passionate about is just seeing a flow from beginning to end. Yeah, creating that, just piecing things together and seeing them fall into place. And that's where my passion for events management and planning began. Right now, coming fast forward to today, where I head the training department, we offer the course, events management course, which I'm also really passionate about. Yes.
We were discussing this before the shoot, and where we were saying many of the current practitioners, in the events management world, majority of them are self-taught. So why should someone join a class? Or what are the advantages?
Yeah. That's a very good question. And I agree with you. Been in the industry for about 15 years now, I have seen a lot of that happening. So you find out or realize that you have the skill within you, but you've never really gone into a class to certify that. More like validate those skills that you already have. So yes, that is happening out there. So what you'll find is that you teach yourself. So you do events, and you see with events, it comes with experience. Once you've done one event, 2 events, you become better and better as you go along. But certification is very important, and hence the course, hence the events management course. And you'll realize that most professionals who actually sign up for this course mainly have sometimes already been in the industry, but they want to come and learn a few things here and there. And if I could just cover just a few areas that we take you through.
In fact, that was the other question I had for you. Yeah. Great. So could you take us through what should I expect to learn when I sign up for this course?
Yes. So it's a very holistic course. Very holistic. And you'll find that most of the trainers for this course have done events management, so they know what they're talking about. You can go to YouTube, yes, and learn about events management. But I also want to speak about, to tell the audience that the practices out there are different across countries. So there's what we do here in Kenya. So just having someone who has understood the industry, what happens in the industry, in the events management industry in Kenya, then it helps. So some of the learning areas, as I said, it's very holistic. We take you through how to run an event from beginning to end. And even before you begin running that event, there is the need to meet that client. How do you approach the client? How do you carry yourself out during the client visit? It's very different. For events, it's not as formal as you would expect in a corporate setup. For events, there is need for that people personality. And so we take you through that. How do you approach the client so that you nail that client right from the start? So we take you through that. We also take you through the entire event management process, even the planning process. Before that, what is required? What do you need to secure before an event? How do you gain confidence from the client? Because getting a client is one thing, but if there is one thing that you cannot afford to do is to drop the ball. So we train you how to make sure that you have the ball from the beginning to the end. What are these small details? because we say that for an event to fall into place, for an event to succeed, what matters most is the smallest of details. So that's what we take you through. We also take you through the best practices in Kenya, what is required by the government authorities. If you want to start a business, what do you need? You may have the skill, you want to start a business. How do you start it? So we take you through that as well. The other bit is the documentation. Most events planners do not even have documentation. They don't know where to start. So you get a really good guide on what kind of documentation you need, those contracts, what is entailed in those contracts, what are the do's and don'ts, what should you write in those contracts to cover yourself as well as cover the client. So as you can see, it's a very holistic, yeah. And I think the most important bit is the guidance that we offer to our clients. If you sign up for the course, just the fact that we have been in the industry, then you have that support from us. So if you go out there, you have an event, you need to ask something, we are a phone call away.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah.
What about the professionals who work in events related field? A good example is the ones in the PR or admin, and occasionally they need to do events for the organization. If I'm in those professions, would this be a good course for me?
Absolutely. I think it will be a really good course. Reason being, events will most of the times will take shape in two ways. There is the private events that you may have, and these are the weddings, the birthday parties, all these events that are in the social setup. Then you have the other events, the corporate events. There are people who want to exclusively venture into corporate events. This would be a really good course for such a person. And if you're in such a role, then it calls for you to actually sign up for this course. Because one of the reasons why you're hired as a PR person or as an events person or a marketing person, because there's a lot of events management even in a marketing role, is for the company to reduce on costs. They don't want to go hiring out there. They want to utilize their own. So just having that certification, it kind of rubber stamps the skills that you already have. That is one. Then you also show the company value. You're able to show value. And that's what we all want to do in our roles. And over and above that, of course, once you've taken up the course, later on, you could decide, I want to start my own business. It also helps. Most of the times nowadays, people have side hustles, and events is one of the side hustles you can do very comfortably, because you can have your day job, and if you're free on Saturday and Sunday, then you get to do your events. So yes, yeah.
Yes, I was about to ask you about the career opportunities available for someone undertaking this course. Yeah. So you are saying even there's opportunity and ability to work part-time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you leave, you had mentioned about certification. Who certifies this course?
Yeah. So we are certified by NITA. Yeah, the National Industrial Training Authority. So this is the body that, allows us or authorizes us to offer these courses, and the events management course and so many other courses. So yes, you do get that certification, which is now, what goes over and above your skills.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for those insights. Now, what would you tell the person who's watching this video and they are 50-50, they are sitting on the fence, they're wondering, is this really the right time for me to pursue this course? What would you tell them?
Yeah. One of the things I've observed with training or with self-improvement is that people always take some time to make that decision and then say, I want to invest in this, or I want to improve myself. So events management is one of those skills that it's most people are passionate about it. It goes without saying. It's just one of those things. You won't find just anyone taking up the events management course. But everybody needs to learn events management. Even if you're a manager, it doesn't matter. You'll find yourself always putting things together. So if you want to go for it, I want to say the time is now. Do not wait. Go ahead and just invest in it, because it will come in handy as you go about your day to day. And if you're looking to start a business, then it helps you to just take off.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
And for those insights.
Yes.
I'm sure the ones who are watching the video right now, I'm sure they are feeling empowered, and now they have they know the next step that they are going to take.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for watching. That was Silvia Mwangi, Silvia is not only the head of training here at Corporate Staffing Services, but she's also a practitioner when it comes to events management. So thank you very much for watching this video. The rest of the information that you need to sign up for this course is on this page. So do take the next step and provide us with the information in the form provided below. So thank you very much and look forward to engaging with you some more.